You're probably looking at this magnificent magazine cover and thinking to yourself, gee golly willikers, what if I could utilize this artwork in some sort of other form in like my house or man cave, so that when the women came over, they were just swooning over me? Well, then I have the answer for you. Zach, come on in. Okay, first problem here. I told you to wear that bikini so that we can use a really good thumbnail to get people attracted to the video. Battle Rugs is the only place that you can get a wide variety of pro wrestling and combat sports style mat in the form of a rug. Like this right here, replicating the WWF magazine from March of 2001. You could display this anywhere. They've got a wide selection of wrestling magazine covers, MMA, boxing. You can even create your own custom carpet. You can follow Battle Rugs over on social media. Just look for them on Instagram, @BattleRugs. Does the carpet match the drapes? No, but it does match my favorite magazine cover, or something like that.
Can I put this down now?
I'm thinking about it. Okay.
Just one more fight about your leadership, and I was sweet on leadership, 'cause I had enough of this, enough of this. This time I'm letting you all come out. This time I'ma stand up and shout. I'ma do things my way, it's my way, and a highway. This time I'ma let it all come out. This time I'ma stand up and shout. I'ma do things my way, it's my way, and a highway. Do see things my way, 'cause you never know, you never know. Someday you'll see things my way, 'cause you never know, you never know where you're gonna go.
Oh yeah, you know that's the best video package ever done for a wrestling pay-per-view. But how good was the magazine that was teasing the build as we entered the road to WrestleMania for WrestleMania 17? Let's flip through the pages of a pro wrestling magazine. Hi, I'm your host, Gregory Iron, professional wrestler with cerebral palsy, motivational speaker, and the host of the Iron on Wrestling podcast, which you can listen to on iTunes, Spotify, wherever you download podcasts. You can even subscribe to this channel that you're watching right now and get all the full episodes. WWF March 2001 collector's cover, one of two. Yes, there was an alternate version of this particular magazine cover. By the time this hits newsstand, the results in this magazine are already 3 months behind. The Royal Rumble, as of print time, has not occurred. But Creative knows that the match at WrestleMania 17 for the WWF Championship is going to be Stone Cold Steve Austin versus The Rock. Because of that, we're only planting seeds. How does it read inside the magazine? Let's take a look back. Just bring it. Page 22. One of the great byproducts of competition is that every few decades a rivalry comes along that transforms the sport, making legends out of the participants, and definitely decides who is the best of the best. Boxing gave us Ali Frazier. Horse racing produced Affirmed and Aladar. Do people know enough about horse racing for this reference? We couldn't get anything that a 13-year-old kid at the time like myself could have related to. Throughout the World Wrestling Federation's storied history, there have been more than a few great rivalries. But as we approach WrestleMania X7, we may be witnessing the dawn of one of those special rivalries that define an age and turn ordinary men into legends. Two men, Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock, sit atop the World Wrestling Federation, and as everybody knows, there's only room for one. To be fair to both men, until they meet in the ring and the rivalry is played out, declaring who is the better man will be, at least in part, a matter of conjecture. Apparently, out of 10 matches that The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin have had, The Rock only was victorious in one. That would have been at WrestleMania 19 in 2003. Think back to the last year. While Austin was at home recuperating from injuries due to the criminal actions of Rikishi and Triple H, The Rock was destroying every superstar that Mick Foley, Triple H, and Stephanie McMahon Helmsley could throw in his face. I forget that the storyline reason Stone Cold Steve Austin being out with a legitimate neck injury was the fact that Rikishi and Triple H ran him down with a car. Knowing the world that we live in now, things are told in a more realistic fashion. It's weird to read in the magazine that they're sticking with this storyline. Kevin Owens just announced a neck injury. We didn't do some crazy storyline where, I don't know, what's the most preposterous thing I can think of? Randy Orton putting on night vision goggles and taking Kevin Owens into a dark room and beating him to a bloody pulp in the darkness, thus leaving us with the idea that he left him with a debilitating neck injury. They would never do something like that. The Rock has not only taken on every superstar in every conceivable situation, The Rock has also had to deal with the likes of Kevin Kelly. This is a reminder that when people think that one day maybe The Rock will run for president, his interviews with Kevin Kelly are going to be the thing that comes back to haunt Dwayne Johnson.
Just as sure as for the very first time, Kevin Kelly, The Rock, stood right in this arena and called you an ugly hermaphrodite, is as sure as this Sunday night.
They, of course, write an opposing article about Stone Cold entitled The Bottom Line, page 28. In the long and celebrated history of the World Wrestling Federation, there have been many superstars who have defined the era in which they competed. For the past several years, the Federation has been in the midst of the Stone Cold era. The emergence of Steve Austin as the top player in the game brought about a renaissance in sports entertainment that continues to this day. Despite a prolonged hiatus for the Texas Rattlesnake, it is clear that he is still the man. When you talk about top merchandise sellers 24 years later, Stone Cold Steve Austin is still consistently in the top 10. Do you think there's a t-shirt today that could match the iconic status of the Austin 316 shirt? Let me know in the comments below. Everyone knows The Rock and Stone Cold haven't always been exactly the best of friends. They've been on opposite ends of the ring, but they've also stood side by side. Their mutual respect has been well chronicled. Still, it's a safe bet that The Rock hasn't forgotten all those times Austin introduced him to the Stunner. WrestleMania 17 is incredible, one of the most iconic pay-per-views of all time. Was I the only one that didn't get the finish of the match? Maybe it was the cheering crowd in Houston, Texas, but my brain couldn't process that Stone Cold had actually aligned with Vince McMahon. Even when the show faded to black, because there were so many cheers, I just kept thinking to myself, so is Stone Cold a bad guy? I never got the Stunner. I was very perplexed by the whole thing. Were you? Let me know, because I can't be the only one. Page 13, there's artwork of Jerry Lawler and Jim Ross. They're covered in what's supposed to be barbecue sauce, but it looks like the crowd got upset and just threw shit at them while sitting at ringside. What's that smell? An advertisement for Chef Boyardee beef ravioli featuring Chris Jericho. Let me tell you, you can't look like any of these people if you are living on a diet of beef ravioli. Also, these folks are eating the ravioli, I presume, directly out of the can. How are they doing this? They don't have a microwave or anything. Do they have can openers just readily available on them? Want to really impress your bank clerk? How about WWF style checks? Not just with the wrestler themselves, but you could also have them with their respective NASCAR driver. Tell you what, you walk around with checks like this, you will be making no deposits with the ladies. I do remember these life-size stand-ups. I don't remember them having a talking feature. I'm the man and I can. Sooner or later, everybody will dance to my sweet chin music. And of course, Shawn Michaels was known for his signature catchphrase, I don't give a damn what anybody thinks of me. Please don't mock my Shawn Michaels impression. I'm trying here. You will rest in peace. You cannot kill what is already dead. Again, because this is like 3 months behind hitting the newsstands, they've got results from the Armageddon 2000 pay-per-view. Armageddon 2000 is really known for only one match, the 6-way Hell in a Cell match. But actually, this isn't a Mandela effect, Bear-stained bears type thing. This is the one and only time that in the graphic on the pay-per-view, they called it Hell in the Cell. In fact, they followed that up here in the magazine by calling it Hell in the Cell. Now, we will delve in deeper into the pages of this pro wrestling magazine over on patreon.com/irononwrestling with a bonus audio podcast. All in all, WWF magazine from March 2001 left a lot to be desired. I remember enjoying these a lot more as a kid, but also I was 13 years old. Do you still have your WWF magazines? What do you think of them? Do they hold up? Have they aged poorly? Let me know in the comments below. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you do so now. And if you want bonus content, behind the scenes footage, perhaps maybe in an extended version of this video, along with a buttload of bonus audio podcasts and an opportunity to have live chats with me, just sign up at patreon.com/irononwrestling. If you haven't noticed, I'm in a sling. That's because I had pec tendon surgery about 3 weeks ago. Currently, I'm unable to professionally wrestle, and over the next few months, I'm going to be going through the process of learning how to use my only good arm again. So while I'm out recovering and unable to work, if you want to, you could donate to my GoFundMe, which my Patreon subscribers kindly set up for me. Hey, this has been from the pages of a pro wrestling magazine. Until next time, enjoy WrestleMania. Here's a kiss goodbye.